Natalia Sylvester, Chasing the Sun. Imagine waking up each day in sync with your body's natural rhythm, energized and full of vigor. Chasing the Sun, by Natalia Sylvester, delves into the significant relationship humans have developed with the sun throughout history, and how it carries a crucial impact on our well-being. Our body thrives on a delicate cycle of circadian rhythms, which rely on sun exposure for their healthy function. The book summary showcases the role of our internal master clock, or the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and how it regulates our bodily functions. Furthermore, it explores how the sun has been linked to various remedies throughout the centuries, the consequences of our modern, sun-deprived lifestyles, and the potential benefits of chronotherapy for mental health and productivity.
Mastering your body clock. The suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, is a group of cells located in the hypothalamus that functions as the master clock in our bodies. It coordinates our circadian rhythms, enabling various bodily functions to run smoothly and efficiently throughout the day. The sun plays a crucial role in regulating these rhythms, triggering the release of necessary hormones and signaling when it's time to wake up or sleep. These deeply ingrained rhythms can be traced back to early life forms and are shared by all living organisms, including plants. Our bodies house a remarkable array of internal clocks that govern various functions, allowing everything from digestion to hormone regulation to run seamlessly. At the heart of this elaborate system is your body's master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN. This cluster of around 20,000 cells, situated in your hypothalamus, orchestrates your circadian rhythms. These daily routines not only determine how you go about your day with energy and strength, but also dictate when your body is prepared for relaxation and sleep. Morning routines are regulated by the release of specific hormones, a rise in blood pressure, and an increase in muscle and energy levels. In contrast, a restful night's sleep requires a decrease in blood pressure and core body temperature. To achieve optimal sleep and daily function, your circadian rhythms need to be in harmony with the time of day, and the SCN plays a central role in ensuring this synchronization happens. But what exactly keeps this internal clock ticking and maintains its accuracy? The answer lies in the sun. When the sun sets and darkness falls, our bodies interpret the fading light as a signal to initiate nighttime routines and preparation for sleep. On the other hand, as morning sunlight reaches our eyes, it prompts the suppression of sleep-inducing hormones like melatonin, while jump-starting the release of hormones that stimulate appetite and promote daytime activity. These natural rhythms are encoded in our very DNA and have a shared lineage with the ancient cyanobacteria from which human life evolved. Even plants rely on their own circadian rhythms to navigate interactions with their surroundings. For instance, flowers such as morning glories open at sunrise, while others like petunias bloom after sunset, timed to coincide with the activity patterns of their pollinators, like nocturnal moths. In conclusion, the synchronization of our bodies with the sun's natural cycle is fundamental to our overall well-being. By understanding and embracing the power of your body's master clock and its connection to the sun, you can optimize your daily routines and enhance your quality of life. Embracing sunlight's healing powers. Since ancient times, people have believed in and used the sun's healing powers. Hippocrates, considered the father of medicine, prescribed moderate sunlight exposure to maintain health, while ancient Romans used sun baths to treat various ailments. Sun therapy resurged during the 20th century as researchers found sunlight and ultraviolet light effective in treating skin tuberculosis. Human skin produces vitamin D in response to sunlight exposure, a crucial nutrient for healthy bones and preventing disorders like rickets. Today, average indoor workers receive much less sunlight compared to individuals who work outdoors. While some schools try to ensure children receive adequate sunlight, few workplaces prioritize the issue, despite adults also needing sunlight for their bones and circadian rhythms. Synchronizing circadian rhythms. Throughout human history, the sun played a vital role in keeping our internal clocks, or circadian rhythms, in sync. However, modern lifestyles filled with artificial lights and screens disrupt this balance, impacting our sleep quality. The blue-white light from electronic devices delays melatonin release, which is essential for sleep. Experimenting with candlelight instead of artificial lighting led to deeper, more restful sleep and increased energy, indicating better functioning circadian rhythms. For centuries, humans relied on the sun's natural patterns to regulate their circadian rhythms, ensuring good sleep quality and overall well-being. Today, the majority of us spend our time indoors, exposed to artificial lighting and screens that hinder our body's ability to detect day from night. This disconnection affects one of the most crucial aspects of our health, a full night's sleep. Recognizing the difference between daytime and nighttime is vital for our internal clocks to determine when to sleep. Exposure to artificial lights, especially the blue-white light emitted from electronic devices, disrupts this process by delaying the release of the sleep hormone melatonin. Many indoor lights trick our circadian rhythms, making us feel as if it's always twilight. An experiment reverting to candlelight instead of artificial lighting proved beneficial. The quality of sleep improved, and mornings were met with increased energy. This indicates that realigning our circadian rhythms to a more natural state positively affects our overall well-being. Circadian rhythms and well-being. Circadian disruption, or the disturbance of our body's natural 24-hour cycle, has been linked to an increased risk of cancer and negative impacts on mental health. The International Agency for Research in Cancer identifies circadian disruption as probably carcinogenic to humans. Individuals experiencing this disruption, like former U.S. Navy submarine captain Seth Burton, may develop cancer later in life due to inconsistencies in their daily schedules, such as distorted sleep and eating patterns. Furthermore, irregular circadian rhythms can also exacerbate issues related to seasonal affective disorder, SAD, a mood disorder marked by the winter blues. Innovative solutions, like light box therapy, sun mirrors, and sauna sessions followed by cold dips, have proven effective for combating SAD and alleviating its symptoms. Circadian disruption, or the disturbance of our body's internal clock, is not just a nuisance, it holds serious implications for both our physical and mental health. Recent discoveries indicate that a disturbed circadian rhythm can be harmful, with animal studies suggesting possible connections to cancer development. Aside from cancer risks, irregular circadian rhythms significantly impact mental health and mood. For those living in areas with limited winter sunlight, seasonal affective disorder, SAD, a mood disorder colloquially known as the winter blues, may become a familiar burden. However, numerous innovative solutions have been devised to help mitigate the effects of SAD. Since the late 1970s, light boxes have become a popular remedy. These lamps emit artificial sunlight, providing the much-needed light exposure required to counter the symptoms of SAD. Clinical tests at the National Institute of Mental Health in Maryland have demonstrated remarkable improvements in SAD symptoms after using light boxes for as little as 10 days. Another revolutionary approach can be found in the small Norwegian town of Rjukan. The community installed sun mirrors called solspeilet in the mountains, which reflect sunlight downward, granting residents an additional 2 hours of direct sunlight on clear days. Sweden also has an intriguing antidote for SAD, a combination of sauna sessions and cold water dips. While unconventional, this method has strong scientific backing. The heat of a sauna induces the production of nitric oxide, offering numerous health benefits and releasing serotonin, the feel-good hormone. The subsequent plunge into frigid waters sets off a fight-or-flight response that, when it subsides, leads to a rush of endorphins and an overall feeling of exhilaration. Ultimately, maintaining a consistent circadian rhythm is vital for our well-being. By adopting various solutions, we can safeguard our physical and mental health from the potentially severe consequences of circadian disruption. Chronotherapy for mental health. Circadian rhythms are recognized as an influential factor in an individual's mental well-being. Consequently, the practice of chronotherapy has emerged as a promising treatment method for chronic depression and bipolar disorder. Psychiatrist Dr. Francesco Benedetti from San Rafael Hospital has been using triple chronotherapy, a combination of light therapy, mood-stabilizing lithium, and night-long sleep deprivation to treat patients suffering from these disorders. The process involves resetting circadian rhythms, which effectively impacts neurochemicals like serotonin that medications typically target. Benedetti's clinic has treated about 1,000 bipolar depression patients since 1996, with approximately 70% reporting positive results after undergoing triple chronotherapy. This innovative approach proves to be a considerable alternative to traditional antidepressants, which often cause dangerous side effects. Embracing our inner clocks. Understanding circadian rhythms and internal clocks can improve overall well-being, health, and productivity. By adapting to individuals' chronotypes, such as night owls or larks, communities and businesses can optimize schedules and environments to better align with natural bodily rhythms, leading to improved performance and health. Daylight saving time, DST, disrupts the natural sleep patterns of people worldwide, creating a phenomenon known as social jet lag. One advocate for embracing our inner clocks is business manager Michael Whedon of Bad Kissingen, a German resort town. He supports the idea of chronotherapy, which teaches that people have different internal clocks, and has been working towards adapting the town to a more flexible schedule. Despite efforts to exclude Bad Kissingen from DST, his petition was turned down by the town council. This struggle against rigid external schedules doesn't end with just DST. More communities and institutions are recognizing the negative impacts of not aligning with individual circadian rhythms. For instance, in Edina, Minnesota, several high schools shifted their start time from 7:20 to 8:30 a.m. in response to studies that show teenagers require more sleep than adults and struggle with early morning cognitive performance. This change led to students feeling less tired, achieving higher grades, and improved attendance rates. Teachers also reported students as being more attentive and engaged in the classroom. Another example comes from England, where a comprehensive school for students aged 13 to 16 moved their start time from 8:50 to 10 a.m., resulting in decreased absences due to illness and increased academic performance. Businesses are also adopting chronotherapy principles by installing indoor lighting that closely mimics natural sunlight, which helps with maintaining proper circadian rhythms. Additionally, allowing employees to work from home when possible provides greater flexibility to meet individual needs and preferences. As the impacts of not catering to our internal clocks become more apparent, it is essential for schools, businesses, and communities to acknowledge the significance of circadian rhythms and make small yet meaningful changes that can substantially improve well-being and overall productivity.
In a world where we often live in artificial environments, chasing the sun reminds us of the fundamental connection our bodies have with the natural world, and the importance of sunlight for our mental and physical well-being. Reconnecting with our body's circadian rhythm and the sun's cycle can lead to healthier and more meaningful lives. Author Natalia Sylvester emphasizes the immense value of our ancient bond with the sun and how it has shaped our existence. By understanding and respecting the impact of our internal rhythms and the power of the sun, we can create better environments at home, work, and school that contribute to improved health, happiness, and productivity.